Hello, my name is Dion Kroom, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Creative 3D Web. What is the Creative 3D Web? What we're seeking to do is make a change as to how people interact with the web. You've heard of Web 1.0, you had a Web 2.0, you have Web 3.0. What we're saying is soon we will walk through the web. The whole process is about converting our users into an avatar and then putting them into a virtual 3D environment. With the current technologies that happen in the creative space, you can now have that technology whereby you can have people walk through the web. What this does is show examples of the type of avatars that can be created, convert you to. So it's three browsers in one. It's an environmental browser because we can recreate any physical location. It is a 3D search engine because the avatar is connected to a platform where you can then walk through that environment. And there's a 3D social network. So here again, I've shown you the technology of how we can literally recreate an individual, turn them into an avatar, and then we're about to show you how, taking that, you can walk through 3D environments. So when you turn around and look at Creative 3D Web, moving through. So what is it? Like I said, 3D search engine, AVAX token economy, 3D social network, virtual environments, giving enhanced engagement, decentralized trusted, and a biometric wallet. So again, three platforms in one. First one is environmental. Like I said, we can recreate any physical location. We can take any flat website and turn it into 3D space. What do I mean? The current interactions using laptops, you have a mouse and you have a cursor. Click, click, click. Using the technology, we create web space. Same mouse, I can now move through 3D space. Look at the potential opportunities that exist there. Again, inside a search engine, and we put a blockchain layer on top of it. Sorry, I keep doing that. So, looking at virtual foot traffic, by converting the user into an avatar, we can put them into these elements of e-learning, e-government, e-commerce, e-healthcare. What we are creating is a new 3D distribution channel, a new 3D information channel, and also enhancing the user experience. Some of our use cases of the technology sits inside of these areas. We have Habat, which is a addiction healthcare treatment platform. We have, you see Visit 3D Vegas. That was our first use case, 725 locations in a virtual environment. But we started out with Visit 3D Vegas. We started work on that 3 years ago. But what came out of my work with Visit 3D Vegas, I realized that we also have an addiction problem growing inside of that space. So hence we have Habat, which is on stand 215. You can find out more information. CultureNet 3D is about education. TravelNet is travel. TrueRoom is our 3D social network. And like I said, it's all locked in with biometrics. So here are typical 3D web users: institutional, educational, business, developers, and the last, consumers. The interesting thing about developers that some people ask, if you have a immersive environment, content rich, how do you sustain such an ecosystem? Developers is very important. If you look at, for instance, inside of our Visit 3D Vegas brand, there's 724 locations. That is a lot of digital content. Where do we get the creative people from? What actually happened when I looked at when Cisco got launched and started the Cisco systems to spread, there weren't enough Cisco network engineers. How did Cisco solve the problem? They created the Cisco Network Academy program and delivered those trainings into the environments. A student had to do was simply pass. They were hired by Cisco. I was part of that project back in 1998. We're now doing the same thing here. We're creating our own creative learning academy and doing the same model by distributing the learning academy into communities. All they have to do is pass at a certain level and we hire them. We're looking to be the largest creator of creative students in the world. Okay, so how does blockchain fit into this, the blockchain connection. So looking at the elements of blockchain that fits in, the idea is if you have a virtual 3D layer, I'm gonna put all of these up first of all. So the idea is by having this virtual 3D layer, we want to underpin it with blockchain, obviously elements of being decentralized, the fact that we have medical records, patient records, we have transactions that will be taken upon inside the environment, a token economy. And like I said, we're then having to build our own blockchain architecture, so we're integrating that in. Also, that is that middle layer. The next layer is biometrics to lock it in. So in order to get on the virtual 3D web, you will have to use advanced biometrics. So looking again at the use case ecosystem, again, we have ABAC, addiction treatment platform, Visit 3D Vegas, TrueRoom, CultureNet, and TravelNet. Now, I just want to make one point. A lot of people turn around and ask, if you look at what we're doing with addiction, how do we make money? Well, let me give you a simple example, and we have the financials there to back this up. But if you look at what's happening to gaming companies around the world, they are starting to be fined by the regulators for not dealing with social impact. And these fines are now currently sitting at around $14 million an instance. That's what's happening with the gaming companies. So regulators are coming down hard. One of the tools in their arsenal is that soon they will turn around and start taking licenses away. They are making these gaming companies responsible. So I'm gonna give a simple calculation. If you're a gaming operator and you are looking at the potential of being fined by your regulator, someone comes up with a solution as complete and comprehensive as Habat is, and it only costs, let's say, $36,000 to be a part. Quite simply, if you were given those two choices, which one would you take? You would pay $36,000 and have the system running through your, what they call your self-exclusion database. Simple math, let's just assume globally, and it's much larger than that there were 5,000 brands that would want to take part. That's $180 million a year just for dealing with social responsibility. And the regulators will make them do that. And we're already having those type of conversations right now in Europe, and I'm now here in the US, and I'm having the same conversations. Habat. Is the sound? There's, yeah.
193,000 problem gamblers, although the true figure is undoubtedly much higher.
They say a picture is worth
Gambling
1,000 words.
Is referred to as the
I say
hidden
video
illness
is worth even
because
more.
there are no obvious physical signs or symptoms, unlike those that are seen in drug or alcohol addiction. Problem gambling carries a significant social stigma. Hence,
now,
the
this is a
addicted
video
gambler
that we
is
did
more
talking
likely
about
to
what's
suffer
happening
from
in
low
the
self-esteem,
UK alone.
stress, anxiety, and depression as a result. Currently, problem gamblers would have to make contact via phone or travel to clinics to get help face-to-face. Many sufferers are too ashamed or embarrassed to seek much-needed help and support, especially since current services for the treatment of gambling in the UK and around the world are poorly equipped to deal with this highly destructive problem. So how do you deal with such a destructive addiction? Introducing Habat, the world's first avatar-driven virtual addiction clinic developed specifically to address the problem. Through the use of Habat's unique 3D social interaction platform, for the first time, sufferers can interact with healthcare professionals in a visceral way. Whether one-to-one or in a group, therapists and users alike can interact with each other in a totally safe and pressure-free environment. The key feature of Habat is the user is in complete control because they are completely anonymous to all. At the heart of the virtual revolution is technology. And once again, the application of technology has been sought to address the growing problem. Virtual platforms such as 3D Vegas will be the first to
These
employ
are
the
some
Habat
of the
virtual addiction units
238
within its
brands
walls.
that have
Gaming
already
companies,
indicated
as well as
that
a
they want to
wide
be part of
variety
the
healthcare
program.
professionals
This
through their
number is
participation in the
growing.
program will soon have an effective tool by which to offer help and support to players. Habit, helping you kick your gambling habit.
Right
Find out
now,
more
our
how you can
MVP
take part. Contact
is
us
ready.
on email.
As of next week, you'll be able to go on to our ICO website and literally create an avatar and walk through our MVP. As part of our ICO raise, we're also looking to have the advanced element of the platform ready inside of Q1 of 2019. So the next element we have to deal with is the social side of converting avatars. So we are building our first 3D social network, and that's called True Room, where we convert yourself into an avatar. We give you a room for free that you can customize. That becomes your personal space by which you then interact when you go out inside of the environment. Again, this was the first use case of which HapAt was born out of.
Welcome to Visit 3D Vegas, a new online 3D virtual gaming city with over 724 destinations in one location. Explore. Immerse yourselves inside a stunning 3D Las Vegas themed environment using your very own customizable avatar. Our avatar customization tool allows you to create your own avatar as unique and stylish as you are. You can choose a variety of options like gender, skin tone, clothing, and your accessories. You're also provided with your own 3D room to customize as you choose. Once created, you're transported to Visit 3D Vegas with complete freedom to roam. With over 724 destinations across 10 categories. The Vegas experience is now on your doorstep, covering virtually every aspect of shopping, entertainment, travel and gameplay from around the globe. Visit 3D Vegas is the perfect place to explore. True Room's social media. Users can now interact with each other in a unique 3D social media environment, while at the same time providing an opportunity to meet, greet, and earn income while doing so. Play. Visit exciting new operators, shops, and play in many themed locations and gaming areas, as well as have access to 500 exclusive entertainment and game providers. With such a huge variety of choices, it's nearly impossible to not find what you're looking for. Win! We'll be launching 3D Vegas with the world's first and largest jackpot virtual treasure hunt, with cash and prizes worth over $120 million. 10 treasure maps, 10 life-changing jackpot prizes, including over $22 million in cash scattered throughout the virtual city.
So I've just moved that on because of time. But that is the promotion that will be going out when we turn around and launch Visit 3D Vegas, again, according to our timeline. So I'm going to go quickly. We've been working on this since 2010. ICO campaign started pre-launch on the 17th. October 15th, that was when our MVP was ready. And where we are now in the timeline, November 15th as our ICO opens. Already on our pre-sale, we had $1.2 million offered by a healthcare company in the United Kingdom towards our soft cap. So I'm just quickly moving on. So here is just a small piece of what the virtual 3D web is. There are many other use cases that we have. We already have, like I said, inside of 3D Vegas, looking for next year, coming up to 328 brands that have already subscribed to be part of Vegas. So that is the virtual 3D web. That is our ICO. You can find us on creative3dweb.io. So thank you very much for your time.